Hello everyone, it's 112 and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Mega Man. This is part 2, and this time we are going to start with Cutman, because in the last episode we defeated Bomb Man and Guts Man. So, let's go next up in the weakness order, which is Cutman. I know a lot of people start with this Robot Master as well, but personally I think starting with Bomb Man just makes the game a little bit easier in general, so... we got more Bundy Hellies, we gotta watch out for them. We have these blocks, these suspicious-looking blocks you might be able to pick up, and you can pick them up by using this weapon, which is the Super Arm. Now, this weapon can be kinda helpful, but I mostly don't use it during stages because it's really situational, since you can only use it when you have those block things in sight. And you're going to want to save that for later. So for now, let's just climb up these ladders, watch out for these enemies. And those blue things that I mentioned in the last episode, they restore your weapon energy. So I forgot to mention that while the Mega Buster will never run out of weapon energy, or special weapons, which as of right now is the Hyper Bomb and Super Arm, they will run out of energy eventually if you use them too much. There's a second meter that pops up, as you can see right there. So if you let that run out, then, well, you won't be able to use it anymore. Watch out for Cutman's kind of sheer things. You don't want to get hit by those. And, oh, these things. Come on. Take care of these. And another one of those blocks. More healing Susies. Get some health back, though. Climb up here. A lot more healing Susies. A lot of slowdown. If there's a lot of slowdown, by the way, that's not actually my computer or whatever. That is actually the game, because back in 1987, there was a lot of... This was actually really technologically advanced for the time. So, as a result, Capcom hadn't really figured out how to deal with the sprite flickering and the sprite flickering and the slowdown yet. So, as a result, there's a lot of both of those. Oops. Let me just get out of the room with a lot of the healing Susies. Watch out for the Bundy Hellies. There's a lot of these. Definitely going to want to get that, though. Because you're running at about half health, and that is not ideal. Alright, let's climb down here. Watch out for those things. Nice little short hop. And here it's a little trickier because there are spikes this time. And you definitely do not want to get hit by those. Climb down here. And, alright, he's another big guy. So I'm going to use a Super Arm. And miss. That's not... Oh, it says you can see right there, it did a lot of health. That's why you want to be careful with those big eyes. But here's the boss shutter, which is really good. So we can just go on through. Watch out for these screws. Because they do shoot out pellets if you let them live for too long, like there. And we're at the boss door. Because it's boss time against Cutman, who is one of the easiest robot masters in the game. However, I also have no health, which isn't that good. So all you gotta do is just use the blocks. I also glitched it. Oops. You're supposed to use both blocks, but I accidentally picked up the same one twice, which is a glitch you can do. You gotta be pretty precise about it. But anyways, yeah, Cutman is really easy. He's weak to the Super Arm. He's also very easy when you're just using the Buster, which makes him good for a first pick. But anyways, that is Cutman, and next we're going to the Robot Master who is weak to his weapon, which is the Rolling Cutter, which in this case is Elec Man. Clear points. Ooh, that's quite a lot. Alright, now, this stage music is pretty famous, or should I say infamous, because a lot of people think that it was inspired by the song Faithfully by Journey. And now, while it does kind of sound like it, that's actually not true. The composer, Manami Matsume, confirmed that she wasn't at least directly inspired by the song. It's just a coincidence. So... I know a lot of people keep saying that, and I mean, I can hear the resemblance, but it's also not, at least according to the composer, it wasn't at least an intentional reference. But anyways, as you can see, I've been using Rolling Cutter a lot because this is the first weapon where I really feel like it's very useful in a lot of situations because it covers places the Mega Buster does not, like directly above and below Mega Man. Well, not directly above, but in front of. It does like an arc, like as you can see. So you can hit those Gabo Yalls that I was having trouble with earlier. And here is one of the most infamous parts of Mega Man, the disappearing and reappearing blocks, also known officially as the Yoku blocks. They disappear and reappear in a set timer, so you have to be very, very precise about your jumps. And while they're not too bad in this first game, they will appear again, by the way, they get a lot worse in the other games, so... Also, I didn't mention this earlier, but make sure you come into this stage with the super arm, as it's pretty necessary. Also, do not go for that health power-up because it's basically suicide. You will definitely die. We're going to keep climbing up. This is one of the only vertical stages in Mega Man history, and I can kind of see why, because if you fall, you lose quite a bit of progress, and it can be kind of annoying. I totally get that. Alright, so watch out for the electric things, because Mega Man is actually pretty weak to electricity. He takes a lot of damage from it, as you can see right there. For now, let's keep climbing. Watch out for those things. Oh, dang it. Ah, missing my shots a little bit. Get some more score, even though it does nothing. Alright, now here's why you want Super Arm. You need to get that thing. And by need, I literally mean need. If you do not get this, you cannot beat the game. So... what you have to do is switch to Gutsman's weapon, the super arm, clear out these blocks. I did the glitch again. And there we go. We have a new power-up, and it is called the Magnet Beam. What it does is it allows you to create a platform out of thin air, which is very, very useful and will be used quite a bit in the next few levels. Alright, time our climb. And yeah, like I said, you do actually need it to beat the game. I'll point out where this is a little bit later. I do think that's kind of dumb that you needed to beat the game because it kind of appears like an alternate weapon, like a special weapon, or they're all called special weapons, but it kind of appears like a like you don't need it to beat it. It's like an optional weapon, but you do actually it's required. So anyways, we're gonna use the magnet beam to kind of climb our way out of there. Once again, proving that it's really useful. This time, there's nothing in there, but once again, don't go in that little crevice because you will definitely die trying to jump out. You will probably hit your head on the ceiling. Alright, so let's jump up here. Watch out for the electricity. And one more big eye. That surprisingly killed us. I guess I got a little too hasty there. That's alright. We don't start too far down, so that's fine. We just gotta get back to where we were before. Oh, and I also wanted to show that the magnet beam does reappear, but you don't need to collect it twice. Because once you have it, you have it. Alright, we're back. We have the big guy once again. We gotta be really careful about him. Because he can do that, and uh-oh, we might actually die here. This is a problem. Hyper Bomb? Oh, that actually works! That caused enough lag for that to work. Alright, so anyways, we got through the boss shutter. You gotta be careful here because there is electricity. We have 0 lives left, so we really do not want to fail here. Because otherwise we will get a game over. And that is bad, because if you get a game over, you have to restart the entire level. Alright, let's just climb up this ladder. For boss time against Elec Man. Now, he is actually one of the hardest Robot Masters. What you basically need Rolling Cutter if you want to beat him like this. So what I suggest doing is using it in order to cut his wire, so to speak, and beat him. Because otherwise his electricity does like 8 or so damage, which is almost a third of your health. It is devastating. You need to be really, really careful. But anyways, that is Elec Man's stage. We have the Magnet Beam, we beat Elec Man, and we only have 2 Robot Masters left before the endgame, being Iceman and Fireman. And next up, we're going to take on Iceman, who's weak to Elec Man's weapon, being the Thunder Beam. That'll be the end of this episode, though. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is 112, signing out for now. See you guys later.